Waimea Nurseries is a business that's been operating since 1971. Its survival is, in part, due to a willingness to diversify in response to changing market conditions. One of the areas they've focused on has been the home garden market. Managing Director Mike Simpson explains.
Consumers are concerned about food safety, where the food's coming from, they want some choices, they want some good tasting stuff, and all those things have led to a global surge, particularly in affluent Western countries, I guess, of interest in edibles and edible landscapes and backyard choices. Going back into the late 60s and early 70s, as we were supplying peach trees to companies like Woolworths that were in the garden industry and things like that. So it's not entirely new, it's something we've always done, but it's a lot more interesting at the moment, a lot more diverse and a lot more sort of meaningful swing in consumer behaviour. So I guess it's come, for us, we've worked pretty hard to diversify because the biggest part of our business has been commercial fruit growers. And that's volatile, it's dependent on exchange rate, on overseas markets, and every now and then we go through a real downturn in grower interest in pip and stone fruit, which is what the nursery traditionally was. What we're standing at the moment is our rootstock propagation, our store beds, which has always been a cornerstone of the business. The decade's been pretty interesting, and I guess part of the rootstock development has been the development of dwarf stocks. So previously growers were planting trees at 800 trees a hectare, with the dwarf stuff that moved, the requirement moved to 2,000 to 3,000 trees per hectare. And the market required this, it produced better fruit, there was more sugar in the fruit, there was a whole lot of reasons it went that way.
We're chip budding some peach stocks. Most of the trees here have supply to the garden centre industry, and there's a wide range of varieties that we're budding onto these rootstocks here. So material from a mother tree that's been selected as being true to type for the variety that we're after and having the right kind of characteristics, taking that, processing it, chilling that wood, and then chip budding it onto these rootstocks, and then that chip bud will form the basis of the tree that will be grown in the coming year. We're seeing very strong demand for budded and grafted fruit trees in the garden centre as people move to try and grow their own fruit at home, try and get a handle on their supply, where their food's coming from, what's been done to it, and also trying to have new experiences and tastes within their homes as well. We supply nationwide, but we are very focused on trying to find varieties that will provide the best results for our clients and for our clients' clients in a retail situation. So varieties are not only going to produce good fruit, but are also suitable for growing in a home garden environment. So where possible, that will have a minimum of sprays or chemical applications required, and that are disease resistant and most likely to give a good result for a home gardener.
Disease-resistant apple varieties are another area of diversification.
We're part of a joint venture with one of our clients, a guy called Richard Hoddy. This is a pretty adventurous project. It's a 20-hectare development, which has got a significant amount of capital tied up in it. It is 3 disease-resistant varieties, one that's been commercialised already in the Northern Hemisphere, and we're hoping to capitalise on the window of opportunity that we have right now to supply. And the other 2 have been marketed by Heartland Fruit, and they're just interesting consumer varieties, but they are also black spot resistant. So the whole orchard is grown conventionally at the moment. The initial plan was to actually get it up and going conventionally and then convert it to organic production. So all 3 varieties are black spot resistant. So in a climate like Nelson, even Hawke's Bay to some extent, where they're putting on the conventional organic, are putting on 30 lime sulphurs to control black spot, we'd be talking 1 or 2 just to manage the resistance that can develop.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.